Hi, Dave Vickers here. One of the things I love about photography is there's always something new to photograph. I'm the first to admit I'm not a great wildlife photographer. Most of my work's with people and I really don't have the patience. The animal shots I've ever taken have always been in zoos or the occasional urban fox that wanders into the garden. So what I thought to do today is to try something different. I get a lot of birds visiting the garden, but I haven't got the patience to chase them around or sit and wait all day. So what I've done is I've set up a little bird feeder. So I've got a target area, so I know where the birds are going to come to. And I thought to combine that with something which I know quite well, I'm going to use an off-camera flash. So I've got an old Nikon speedlight and a couple of these radio triggers. And now you can spend a fortune on these, but I bought these a couple of years ago as an experiment for about £50 online. They're Interfit strobies. You've got a receiver unit which has got a hot shoe for the flash gun to sit on. And you've got a little transmitter unit which sits on the hot shoe of the camera, and when you fire the shutter it sends a wireless signal to this part which will fire the flash. So I'm going to try and combine something I know with something I don't know and see if we end up with anything interesting. Okay, I'm going to set that up now and we'll see what we get. Okay, so that's the flash gun setup. What I want to do now is attach the transmitter unit to the top of the camera. So we get the camera, just slide it onto the hot shoe, like that. Turn the power on, and I've got a little test button on the top. So if I test fire this now, we should see the flash fire behind me. There we go. So we know that's working. And to make sure that I'm not running out and sort of having to adjust the lighting every time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to expose for the flashlight. So I'm not having to worry about what the lighting conditions are. They can change throughout the day. I've got a constant source of lighting. So if I do a couple of shots now without the flash, so we can have a look at what we're getting, and then I'll do a couple with the flash and you can see the difference and see how the flash is lighting up the bird feeder. As you can see from the shot with the flash turned off, everything's very dark. We've got a very dark background, which is what I want to go for. I want the flash just to light up the area where the birds are. So with the other shots you can see that the bird feeder is perfectly lit. Because I'm using flash, I can only go to a maximum shutter speed of 2/50th of a second, which might not be enough to freeze the action, but the flashlight should freeze any action and movement in the bird as they come into the feeder. So we'll give this a try and see what we end up with. Okay, it's time to review what we've got. I've actually had this up and running now with the bird feeder and the off-camera flash for the last 4 days. It's been a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Despite there being a lot of birds around, the amount that have actually come to the feeder has been quite minimal. On day 2 the entire feeder was missing, but we managed to solve that mystery later in the day when we took this photo. But what I think we'll do is we'll have a look at the shots I've got over the last 4 days. I think the experiment's been worthwhile. I'll definitely try it again. But for now, I'm Dave Vickers. See you next time.